What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NZD here with a second stimulus check update and a second stimulus package update. Now, recently we have Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. They've still been having talk. Ever since President Donald Trump says, okay, no more negotiation or stop all negotiation, because I guess he wasn't agreeing with what was going on. He was hearing something from McConnell saying, Pelosi is stringing Mnuchin on, and she's still going for the 2.2. They mixing up numbers, saying 2.4 and all type of stuff. When really and truly, I guess Nancy Pelosi and Mnuchin was having an agreement all down to I think $1.7 trillion or something like that. They was having an agreement, but the word wasn't getting right to President Trump, and I guess McConnell and Meadows probably was giving him different word of what was going on in negotiation, probably because they wasn't involved in negotiation. That's kind of my take on it. So they kind of spilling some bad words about the negotiation in order for it to go their way, because they want more standalone piecemeal deals, these little single deals here and there that basically just going by oh, we needed to get this done, so let's put this through. So Meadows trying to push for more piecemeal deals, and the Democrats are not really feeling that. In addition to, they're not really feeling it because they try to do a piecemeal deal for the airline companies, did a piecemeal deal for the airline companies in order for the airline companies to get enough funding so they won't have to do the layoffs. But that didn't go through well. The Republicans wasn't supporting it, so that didn't even go through. But now all of a sudden they're saying, okay, let's do these piecemeal deals. Let's do some of the airlines. For example, President Trump is telling Nancy Pelosi that he wants to do a loan bills. For example, $1,200 stimulus check. Do a loan bill for the $1,200 stimulus check. Send out stimulus check in addition to about $25 billion for the airlines, and also the payroll program for the airlines, so they won't have to do any furloughs or any layoffs. And last week though, the Democrats in the House of Representatives put forth a standalone bill for the airlines, and so they won't have to do any furloughs or any layoffs, but they did not get any support from the Republicans, so that didn't go too far. So last week, the airlines started to lay off people and do furloughs because, like they said, they need more aid from the federal government, and it wasn't looking too good. So that standalone bill didn't go anywhere, basically. The Republicans didn't support it, but now they're saying let's do standalone bills for the airlines, standalone bills for the stimulus check, when all of those things was packaged into the negotiation that Pelosi and Mnuchin was having. They was having that money for the airline bills. They was having money for the post office, for unemployment bonus per week, for stimulus check. All those stuff was into their negotiation. They just had to work out the numbers and try to figure out which numbers make sense towards which situation. But like I said, Mnuchin and Meadows must have had some conversation with Donald Trump, and it's actually reports saying that McConnell was telling Donald Trump that Mnuchin was getting stringed along by Pelosi, and Pelosi still wanted a $2-point-something trillion deal, but that wasn't even the case, because I guess Mnuchin said they was working it out, and they're still going back and forth over the phone right now, trying to work out something for the airlines. So President Trump also is tweeting that he wants the House of Representatives as well as the Senate. They should approve $25. They should approve $25 billion for the airlines and $135 billion for the Paycheck Protection Program. And they said they can get some of that funds from money left over from the CARE Act, because I guess it's about $300 billion leftovers from the CARE Act that they can also use towards stimulus. Now let's try to make some sense. Let's get some perspective of this real quick. So you have about $300 billion in reserve with the CARES Act, and then you have the Republicans as well as the problem-solving caucus going between 1.6 trillion to 1.7 trillion. You have Nancy and Democrats want about 2.2 trillion. So say if you take about 300 billion from that CARES Act, the reserve, whatever the money that's left in reserve, and you add it to that 1.6, that 1.7 trillion of the problem caucus, that's coming up to that 1.9, $2 trillion. So that money is there. They just don't want to agree on how to use it. State and local government, the Republicans agree on about $250 billion for state and local government. So what's the problem? Exactly what's the problem? You just got to work out some numbers. So if you have this extra 300 in reserve and you're willing to use it, why you can't add that extra 300 to the 1.6 trillion from the Republican offer and bring it up to 1.9. I'm sure Nancy Pelosi probably wouldn't even second guess it. She probably, okay, we have a deal, let's go. Though many says it's probably a political move by President Donald Trump in order to like get certain things the way he want to get it, but we never know. But Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin are still having conversation in regards to the stimulus package in terms of bailing out the airlines. So they're talking about these piecemeal deals, these singular deals, in order to like bail out the airlines, as well as paycheck protection program and probably the EIDL and stuff like that. So Pelosi said the president is calling off the negotiation because he wants to do these standalone bills, including the $1,200 stimulus check to people, which would have his name on it. So you kind of like a campaign, she's saying, on it, and he doesn't care about the broad bill in order to help everybody, because the broad bill had things in there for everybody: PPP program, stimulus check, unemployment, renter's assistance, mortgage assistance, food stamps funding, state and local government, stuff for the schools. So it's a broad variety of things that they had into this one bill, but now they want to do these piece bills. It's going to be taking up more time. Not to mention, we still have to discuss the budget for this upcoming fiscal year. Well, actually for this fiscal year, because the fiscal year already started. So hopefully they'll come to terms before the end of this week. Hopefully Nancy Pelosi, the president, McConnell, all of them can get together, because since they're the leader, president, leader of the White House, McConnell, leader of the Senate, Pelosi, leader of the House of Representatives, get together and conversate and get it done with. People, let's get to them. Let's get at them, tweet them, whatever. Get it done with. It don't make sense. It seems like people are trying to use it for the political hold in terms of the elections coming up. So hopefully soon we get something out of all of this, some stimulus package. Hopefully business can get some money, school can get some money, people can get some money, and we'll be able to continue to remain safe. Because people are saying, like, the CDC is just saying, like, and Fauci is just saying, like, we should just shut down for about 4 to 6 weeks, shut down nothing, just groceries, whatever, necessities, and shut down for 6 weeks, wearing masks and all that. And he said that's the best way to battle it, to get rid of it. So hopefully they will listen to him, do some more stimulus package, and we all can be safe. Once again, it's Ansley Dawkins. Hope you got some value out of this. Please like, comment, and share, and continue to be safe. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.